Hello and welcome to a different sort of Atlas episode. Today I'm going to give you 9 tips to play Atlas. I held up 9 fingers, that's weird. Anyway, so the first tip that I'm going to give you, these tips aren't really into much of any order, but the first tip I'm going to give you is skills. Always get taming tier 3. Or at the very least running tier 3, though you will need taming tier 3. The reason I say that is because you need taming on riding tier 3 to ride and tame elephants and giraffes. Wow, that is really dark. There's a bonus tip for you, use gamma commands. Yeah, so get elephants, get giraffes, tame them up, and use them to farm. They make life so much easier. You gather up so much quicker. Now, granted, this server is like a bit higher than normal vanilla servers, but that makes it even more important if you're using a vanilla server to have tames. Grab any level, doesn't matter. Low level, high level. Tip number 2. Use bears to do maps. They're king for maps. This bear army is moving very slowly. This is old recorded footage from back in the day, but bears are king to do maps. They fight the army of the dam very well, and better still, they make it more difficult for the army of the dam to knock you off and kill you off the back of the bear than say if you were using a tiger. Now, not impossible mind you, just much easier. Now watch when these bears actually go in to attack in about 5,000 years. Boom, they're going in, they're not actually doing damage. But there you go, look at them go. See, bears are kings for maps. Tip number 3. Use bears to tame as well. See, all you got to do is you run up and you bite the giraffe or whatever it is you want to tame. You get it down to as low level as necessary. So watch, we get this guy down to here. Okay, he's taking a bit longer. It is a level 21 giraffe. I didn't expect that, but yeah. There we go. Come on. He's going to run away. It's fine. Give them a second. This guy will come back. Eventually. Come on, turn around. There we go. Most animals don't run away like this. But yeah, so we just got to get him down the red. Probably one more bite. Yep, that one more. Just to be safe. Yeah, there we go. Then you can sit there, let the elephant get hit, the bear get hit, and bam, easy bowled. Nice and easy. As a bonus tip for people with giraffes, for people taming giraffes, there is a really good taming spot where you can... Nope, okay. Nope, well, the bear's going nuts. Make sure your bears are on passive. But yeah, there is a spot somewhere around that area that you can get it. We'll try later, that's not what this episode's about. But there you go, that's tip number 3. And now we're on to our 4th tip of the day, which is you've been out farming, you got an elephant full of wood, and now you have to empty it. How do you do that quickly and efficiently? Well, for starters, my way that I like to do is I'll go here, I'll press W, and then we just throw it all out. Hold down the O key, the letter O, throw it all out, and you'll see that the elephant should throw it forward, right like that. And then you just press F to pick it up, and then you walk over to where your storage box or resource chest or whatever you're using is. You just do that, pick F up, bam, grab them all, transfer, you're done. Nice and easy, see? All good, and now that elephant is completely clear. Also, on a side note as well, if you look up higher, press F, get rid of W, and then you throw something out like, let's say, parsley, bam, you throw it out. You'll notice that it threw it further than what it did the first time. That's actually a better way to do it, because you get a little bit more room and you don't have to worry about the elephant knocking you back and forth. So that is tip number 4. Obviously that works with everything, not just elephants. Okay, now tip number 5 I have is always grab flotsam when you're first starting out. It's a good source of a small amount of gold coins, and it will certainly help you to hire your first couple of crew members, as I have here, to help sail your first ship around. And you get varying amounts out of them. So the easiest way to grab it is with a grappling hook. You know, you just boom, you grab it and you pull it in. Like, well, I'm not going to do it for you, but you do that. But you can also just quickly jump in the water, press F, grab it, just go grab like so, and then swim away quickly before the sharks get you. Now I'm on the Blackwoods map and it's notorious for not having seaweed life, but yeah, be quick if you do this. And that conveniently leads me into tip number 6. Tip 6 is you've jumped in the water to grab your flotsam, or for whatever reason you glitched off the ship. You go to swim up to where your ladder is and oh no, it's not there. Well, all you have to do is look at the just above the nameplate where that little ornament thing is and try hit it with a whistle. It's a bit complicated to do, but eventually, there you go. T is the whistle button, by the way. Should have started with that. But yeah, you can pull down your whistle like that. Now, it's actually a lot easier to do this with schooners, brigs and galleons than it is to do with... no, I don't want you on the damn steering wheel. Get off the steering wheel. It's a lot easier to do with brigs, galleons and bigger ships than it is the small ship, because as you saw, I whistled Crazy John here to follow me instead of the ladder, and now he's stuck following me. Look, buddy, I know you really want to follow me, but you can't do that. Now, let's get on to tip number 7. I lost track. Tip number 7. You're coming into a port or a dock or a bay, and you don't know how deep the water is, and you're not sure if your ship can make it, and you can't see under. Well, actually, you can. You press the K button and then you scroll down and look, you can actually see underneath your ship, and you can see just how shallow the water is. I actually find this to be one of the most useful tips of all, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get a lot of use out of it. It's really great to making sure that you're not going to hit anything. It's perfect. It's amazing. It's also pretty cheaty. You can use it to look over people's walls into their bases. But that's on you. That's not me. That's not on me. Alright. Now, time for our next tip. Tip number 8 is digging for water. Now you're running around, you're thirsty, you haven't got any water source on you. What do? You run inland a bit, you find a nice green patch of land, you lie down on your belly by pressing X, your left trigger, and then you dig in the ground, and hopefully you get all 3 of the mini game options, because if you do, bam, you should get a water sprout about 45. You can drink that to get water. However, you can also press F on it and put in a water skin, and it should fill up. Bam, perfect. And then you gotta grab your water skin back out like that, out of the bag that drops. That's one way of getting water. An even better way to get water is with a shovel. You pull out a shovel, your left trigger, you play the mini game, and you should get a large amount of water. So let's see how much we get. Bam, 450 water. So you get 10 times as much water, and you can drink that and you can share it with all your friends. Now, there used to be a way in this game, I don't know if it still is, I haven't really got a way to test it right now, that, can I have my water skin back? I want that back. Transfer. Give it to me. I had to press T. But there used to be that if you got everyone digging at the same time, whether it be on their hands or with a shovel, you could get multiple water sprouts to appear. I don't know if that's still a thing, if they fixed that or not, but there you go. That is tip number 8. And my final tip for the day is, here you are, you're sailing along minding your own business, and then you get ensnared by a mermaid. Well, what you do is you just grapple hook to the deck, and just like that, they can't steal you off your ship. It's perfect. It's like still trying to get me off, but because I'm grapple hooked, I ain't going anywhere. Which actually, hold on, I gotta change course of the ship. Probably gonna crash into the floating jellyfish, okie dokie, and a dead shark on the shore. But yeah, there you have it. That is my 9th and final tip for the day. If you're ensnared by a what do you call them, a mermaid, just use a grapple hook and you'll be fine. Stuck on your ship. Here we go. Here's another one. Boom. You can't get me. You're not. Well, what the hell is going on out there? I don't even want to know. That's a whole thing. But yeah, can I get back to my steering wheel now, please? But yeah, there you go, guys. Just use a grapple hook and you should be all fine and dandy. they cannot pull you off your ships. And that is my final tip for the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you find those tips useful. If you have any other tips or tips or suggestions for anyone, put it down in the comments below. I'm sure people will find them always. There's always someone out there that will find it helpful. If you like these tips, let me know in the comments too. And as always, have a good one, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. This island is absolute death, and I want nothing to do with it. I will be seeing you never.